Sports Nights with Jorge will start soon. Stay tuned.
Hey, good evening, sportsman. Welcome to Sports Night with Jorge once again. A topic that I want to talk about today is actually about Tua Tagovailoa. How good is he? Why people don't like him? Why Dolphin fans don't like the guy? You got haters. You got people that love him. So, which one are we? I'm gonna speak as a sports podcaster about Tua Tagovailoa. Give you some numbers, some statistics, and I understand that the biggest thing that we want from a quarterback is to win a playoff game and win the Super Bowl and win it all, win the whole championship. But it's so difficult in this league to play, especially when you don't have no protection. And I'm gonna start by there first. You might say excuses. It's running out for the Miami Dolphins. And when I say Miami Dolphins, I'm talking about the whole entire organization. I think the owner's not happy anymore. Uh, we pay a lot of money for Tyreek Hill. We paid for Odell Beckham Jr. By the way, I'm very disappointed. But you can't blame him. You really can't. How can you throw the ball to him when he doesn't have he's not wide open? Then you got Waddle lately dropping passes. Okay, having a good year is Shoe Smith, the tight end we picked from the Atlanta Falcons. And you break down the films and you break out this team. Tua is not the problem, guys. It's not the problem. It's the whole organization. Okay, as fans, let's be honest, you got fans, fanatics. I'm talking about fans, not fanatic on this one. You know, we're tired of losing, right? So we're in the same bandwagon than the Jets are. Okay, they pick Rodgers. They got a trade from Devontae Adams. And they thought that they were going to change their season around. It never happened. You know why? Because it's not about the individual. It's a team effort. It's the whole entire team. You know, I start saying this, and I'm probably tired of repeating this. Why do you have a 53-man roster? Why don't you give somebody a chance, guys? You want your team to be successful. Injuries, it's going to happen across the board. I don't care you the Dolphins, Cleveland, Ravens. I could go on and on. But my main concern is this, is Tua offensive line. What did Greer did and McDaniel, and more on Greer, because he's the general manager, or VP, whatever you want to use it, to make this team better. We let Larry Tunsil left to Houston. Then we have the other guy that went to North Carolina Panthers. They didn't want to sign him. I mean, what else can you do? Just look at Tua number this year. 2,125 yards passing. Okay, that's 21st in the league. Remember, he missed five games, 6 games, whatever it was. He's tied 13 with 15 touchdowns. In interception, he has 4 interceptions the whole year. And a QB rating of 60.1. That's 11th in the league. So is Tua the problem? No, guys. And I'm gonna give it to a career because I'm gonna bring Tua tonight so you guys understand what I'm trying to say. And I know most of you guys already know his career, but Tua has played a total of 61 games, 1,916 attempts, and 1,303 completions for 14,764 yards. Amazing, guys. Amazing. A 7.7 average, 96 touchdown, 41 interception. The longest pass is 84 yards. He's been sacked 108 times. A RTG of 98.6. So, Tua is a winning quarterback. Now, we could sit here and discuss, well, he has Tyreek Hill, he has Waddle. Well, when Tua started, guys, he had Devontae Parker, Gesicki, Wilson. Okay, they not had a running game, by the way. We get Raheem Mostert in the backfield. 2 years in a row having a good season. Now he's struggling. You know, he fumbles. They don't trust him. They sit him down. You know, this chemistry stuff that coaches uses to punish other players because of what they did in the field. Oh my gosh, people. This is where I feel that the Dolphins are really in bad shape. So you never struggle in life. You never had situation in life where you make a mistake and you move on. So look at this. Oh, his mistake is costing the game. Well, why you say that? You have 4 quarters to play, 15 minutes per quarter. You got a defense that should be, you know, holding up the opponents for you to score. What Tua did when he came back, guys? If Tua had the ball against Buffalo, which he didn't, but once again, what happened? A penalty on Poyer. What do we all say? Man, get rid of Poyer, man. He cost us the game and all that. If that's the case, every freaking week, guys, somebody do something wrong. Let's get him out of here. And then the following week he do so good. I told you he was a good guy. You know, we need to make up our mind. We need to stop criticizing players. We need to stop looking at the negative and start looking at the positive. Okay? Sometimes it's good changing what's not working. But 10 times, if it's working, why do you change it? That's a question I ask to you guys, the fan. McDaniel came here, and you got to give it credit where credit's due. He took Tua out of nothing to something. They surround him with weapons. But once again, what's the key? The offensive line. What has happened to the offensive line? Does anybody know how many Pro Bowlers the Dolphin has in the offensive line besides Terran Armstead? I mean, look at the picture. Terran can't even stay healthy. Has toe problems or foot problems, whatever you want to call it. We signed a heck of a rookie on draft day. We don't give him playing time. I mean, what are we doing then, guys? Why are you drafting? Why are you not letting players in your roster participate and see what they got? See what they could give you. I mean, fans, as a Dolphin fan since 1969, which I was born 1966 when the franchise started. I was 3 years old. And my dad took me, I think it was 5 or 6, 7-year-old to a Dolphin game. By the way, 72 undefeated season. I was small by then. I seen Dan Marino, Don Strock, David Woodley. And look at this. It's amazing. David Woodley wasn't the big top quarterback, but my God, he took us to the Super Bowl. Figure that one out too. I mean, I could be all night talking about what if, but it's not. It's what if. It's that you need to put your team in position to win games. You got to have the right players. Mistakes are going to happen. Either you learn from it. I mean, why do you have study films? You know, this preseason stuff they started with, 3 games or whatever it is. It used to be 4 games and this 17-game season. You think this is helping at all? I don't think it is, guys. But we have to be honest with ourselves. Are we fan or fanatics? I'm talking about fans right now because I'm a fan. And yeah, I would like to see Miami win, and we're tired of losing. Okay, they lost to Green Bay. We won 3 in a row, man. We're in a hot streak, and we're so excited. And I'm not giving up on my team. I'll be honest, they could win the rest of the games. But the key word to the Dolphins is execute. I'm tired in the media talking about it. They're bully, they're soft, and they're listen. They're professional football players. They get paid the big bucks. And I know Weaver, the defensive coach, if you can't play for me, I mean, I don't need you. And let's be honest, that's the same thing if you go to work today and you don't produce at work, and your manager comes to you and says, "Hey, man, you're not producing, man. I'm gonna have to replace you." Same thing in sports, guys. Each of those individuals, they got a responsibility in the field, in the football field. They all come to work at the same time. They all play together at the same on Sundays. The coach brings the execution, the game plan. They don't execute. If you don't execute, how are you going to be able to win? And like I said, I could be here all single day and talk about this, but and it's something that we don't know. We know this, and look at Boston. Let's look at the Boston Red Sox, the baseball team. My God, that team was jinxed for years until they finally took the curse behind them and they wanted to beat the Yankees. Don't know what happened to the Dolphins, but I'm going to tell you right now, it doesn't look good. I don't care how many coaches been there. I mean, Dave Wannstedt was there. Sperano was there. My God, he started the Wildcat. Brown, great running back. We all got excited. Man, they're going to blow this league, and then suddenly it stops. Why? Because people get used to and they get accustomed. They see videos, they see films, and that's it. They catch what you do. So what happens? You change it. And that's one thing I feel that McDaniel is not doing. Is changing his playbook. Not using his rookie. I'm going to be honest. I mean, Tyreek Hill's injured. One of the best receivers with the hand. Put Malik Washington there. Give the kid a break. You know what, Malik, we're going to give you 10 balls, 15 catches, or whatever. Just go out there and show it. Just think about it. But anyway, the thing I want to talk about is why people hate Tua. Because I'm going to say Tua has to be one of the top 10 quarterbacks out there right now. You know what's funny? If this happens, if Tua gets let go or traded, whatever you want to call it, and goes to another team and wins the Super Bowl, what are your comments now? You see how quickly we change as fans? How we start saying and start, criticism and criticizing players. I don't go there, guys. I really don't. I'm a human being. They're a human being. They go home to their families. There's like me and you. We work 9 to 5. We go home. Same thing they do on the field. Yes, I understand they get paid the big bucks. Okay? The owner of the Dolphins, which that's the only guy I really feel bad for. And maybe it's time for Greer to go. Maybe we need a change. Maybe McDaniel has to go. But see, I give credit where credit's due. McDaniel made Tua Tagovailoa. And then when you had Tariq Hill came by and says, "Man, who said this guy can't throw deep?" Remember, we all said that. We all came out there. Now, not me. Now, I didn't say that because I saw him against the national championship against Georgia, and he threw a bomb to win the game. So you can't say the kid don't have an arm. See, here we go again. We're so good of criticizing. We're so good at being so negative and talking bad about the guy. But the guy, he's a heck of a player. Unfortunately, yeah, injury pro, yes. Concussion, yes. Okay. But look, what happened yesterday to Lawrence? He got hit, which, by the way, that guy should be suspended. But he hit the guy. And you can see how he did that posture with his hand. And when he got popped, I mean, he got hit hard. Trevor Lawrence got hit yesterday with the Jaguars. I mean, football is physical, guys. It's sports. It's physical. You're going to get hit regardless. Now, not like that because that's a nasty hit. But once again, man, why are we hating on Tua Tagovailoa? Now, watch this. He's better than Herbert. Oh, no, he's not. Oh, because Herbert. Oh, well, because Herbert just got a new head coach. Now they're 8-4, and that when the real stuff comes down, the playoffs and all that, what happened? They all choke. And we can see here, well, Tua hasn't won the big game. Well, then, this is my question to you guys. Okay, he hasn't won the big games, but don't you got to win your games in the NFL regardless, whether you win against bad teams or good teams? I don't get that part either. Miami's 5-7. If they would have beat they would have beat the Green Bay Packers. But let's look at the Packers game for a second. Opening drive, they stop the Packer. Kickoff fumble, they get the ball right there. Let's go a touchdown. Is that Tua's fault? No, it's not Tua's fault. From there on, we cannot recover. What did they say when you turn over the ball? What's the percentage of winning the game? Barely nothing. So that's one of the things that I tell my fans, man. You got to be real. We just got to stop criticizing Tua's not a good quarterback. He's not an elite quarterback. He's not, well, he has broken Marino records since he was in Miami, since he's been in Miami. He has one of the best quick releases in the NFL, whether you like it or not. Let's look at Brady for a second. What did Brady do in New England? Dink and dunk, dink and dunk, dink and dunk. Oh, he threw deep a couple of times, but he made his career dink and dunking. He did it in Tampa. He did it in New England. Somebody told me the other day too, George, if he would have come to Miami, you think Brady would have won the Super Bowl? No, I don't think so. And I'm going to tell you why. With that offensive line, you can't win. Brady probably would have get hurt. Tua, yeah. One thing about Tua that I noticed lately in his games, he needs to be more wise, more smart, throwing the ball away. He's not getting the big sacks. But most of it, all that is the offensive line. You need protection. Are they protecting Tua? No, I don't think so. But we got to be honest, guys. We got to be honest with ourselves. Top 10 quarterback? Yeah, I believe it. Top 5? I have question about it. But he likes to win. He hates losing. And that's every quarterback. Raheem Mostert fumble, we sit him down. We don't play him. Okay? But the last 5 games now, Miami cannot rush 400 yards. We're struggling running the ball. Look at Tua number against Green Bay. Almost 400 yards. 2 touchdowns. Amazing completion. A passing rating over 110. And you want to blame the guy? Tua fault? Nah, look at the defense. I think we didn't have the team prepared for that game, but once again, we're so good as fans to criticize. But do you really know how hard it is to play in the National Football League? Miami might need a change. Yeah, they might need a change. Is change good? Who knows? I just feel that We need to take ourselves, out of Tua criticism. Now you might say, well, George, you're defending him. No, it's not only defending him, man. As a brother in Christ, man, as an individual, we're supposed to love one another. It's just sports. It's entertainment. I'm saying that all along. If it wasn't for football for the guys, man, what would we do? Because we have our wives and girlfriends, whatever, watching soap opera. I mean, that's the truth. Now you do have sports girls that like sports. I'm not going to tell you they don't. But we're so stuck into it because that's what we love. That's what we like. And yes, we want to win. Let's look at Campbell, the coach of Detroit Lions, former Dolphin too. Let him go. He went to Detroit. He's done a great job. But then look at the cast around him. Look at the cast and the surrounding around him. Look what he produced around him. It took him a while to get there, but he did it. Now, I look at the Dolphins, and you say, well, they got supporting cast too. Where? Not in the offensive line, they don't. And the injuries on this team it's just amazing. Now, injuries all over. But the injuries in this team it's just every freaking year somebody goes down. I mean, we had Phillip having a great year. Come out after that Achilles injury, and the guy gets hurt again. So that's why I don't criticize Tua Tagovailoa, guys. I mean, I think he's done well enough to really help this team. Unfortunately, we haven't done enough to help him. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the draft pick. We're not actually picking players to just sit them down the bench and don't play. We need him, we need that player to come in the field and help the team out. And you know what's sad? They're rookies, right? So if they're rookies, yes, they're going to make mistakes. Let's be honest. They are going to make mistakes. Let me tell you, Tua can run the ball too, but of course, I don't take that risk because of his concussion issues in the past. But, we need to stop criticizing the guy. Look at that, a rate of 108 in 2024. 2023, a rate of 101. 2022, a passing rate of 105. 2021, 90.1, and a 2020, 87. And he just started, man. The guy just started, and he's getting better and better and better and better every year. The only key word is, can he stay healthy? It's just amazing, man. He's a great third down quarterback. Now, this year he has been sacked 18 times, which is the least he ever been sacked. The most he was sacked was 29. That was the 23rd season, when he was sacked 29 times. But there we go again. Where's the offensive line? So, but my concern about Tua Tagovailoa, once again, guys, is we need to stop criticizing the guy. We got to give the guy a credit, man, to come back from concussion, to come back. Because you know what? He's the only one that could run this offensive scheme from McDaniel. We try all these quarterbacks. Huntley, Skylar Thompson, I think it was Bowles. He played for the Jets. And he didn't play that bad either. But once again, this is Tua team, whether you like it or not. But anyhow, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for the thumbs up, the likes. Check out my shorts every morning. If I do a couple of them in the morning. And that's a subject I just want to bring up. I'm going to get more details tomorrow on Tua Tagovailoa. Get more depth about him and where do Miami Dolphins go from here. So, but anyway, you guys have a good night, a blessed night. Remember, once again, man, stay classy, stay positive. Love you guys. And once again, Sports Night with Jorge. See you soon.